Hi everyone! I wanted to make this short video to explain the interactive notebook activity you'll be making in today's lesson. On this first screen you can see some examples of the finished products we'll be putting in your notebooks today. We have the I Can statement and vocabulary flapbook, we have the Power Up flapbook, and we have the Powers of 10 spinner game. Let's take a look at each activity in a little more detail. The I Can statement and vocabulary flapbook. Now this is going to be two worksheets when you get started. This one and this one. Let's look at the directions together. Cut out the definition page and paste it into your notebook. Do not cut it. So you're going to cut this one out just along the edge so you have this nice rectangle and glue it down just like that. You're not cutting anything else. Then you're going to cut out the vocabulary flapbook and glue it along the side tabs. You're going to cut this one out, put the vocabulary words on top, and you're just gluing along this long rectangle where it says vocabulary. Cut the flaps so we have our different words separated after you glue it down. Then you're going to illustrate each term. So I want you to draw a picture that's going to help you remember what this word means. You can also put your own definition under it or under the definition over here. Here's an example of what the finished product can look like. Then we have our Power Up flapbook. Here's your worksheet that you'll get to get you started. Our first direction, cut out the flapbook around the perimeter and glue along the side tab, the exponent tab. Remember, these are our exponents. So we're going to cut the whole rectangle out, and we're going to glue just along this tab. Then we're going to cut apart the flaps along the horizontal dotted lines. Horizontal this way. So we're going to cut these dotted lines all the way down. So you can see here that we see some of them, but not the others. Now they're not cut off, they're just folded under. Fold each flap along the vertical dotted line. So these are cut apart, and then the last four have been folded under. You're going to do that for each flap. Then what you're going to do is you're going to complete each flap. So you're going to write the expression for 10 to the second power and the product or the answer for that. You're going to do that for each exponent all the way down. Let's look at our last activity. So here we have the Powers of 10 spinner game. So here's an example of the finished product. Let's look at our directions. Cut out the spinner right here, the pockets, the headings, and the directions from pages 1 and 2. Glue the pockets in your notebook along the side and the bottom. Now don't glue the whole thing or it won't be a pocket and you can't stick your cards in. Cut out the number cards on pages 3 through 8. We're going to look at those in a minute. Store the number cards in the pockets. You can see like they did here, so you can't put glue all the way across. To play, we're going to follow the directions on page 2. Let's take a look at that. Okay, let's look at our directions. Draw a number card to find the first factor. Then you're going to spin your Power Up spinner. Using the number on the card and the power of 10 the spinner lands on, create a multiplication equation and a division equation. Now this is very important. You need to listen here. We are only multiplying in this game. We are not doing division. So when you get those directions, I want you to cross that part out. Record your equations in your number under each heading. So here we have the numbers that we're using. Now if you look, we are not using all of the pages. We are only using our 2-digit, our 3-digit, and our 4-digit numbers. We are not using our decimals, and we are not doing division problems. This game looks so fun, and I cannot wait for you guys to play it. I can't wait to see what you think of it. Now, here is our criteria for success. Here's how you know if you met our goals for today. I'm looking to see how well you can multiply using powers of 10. That's our mathematical concept for today. I'm looking to see if you made any mistakes. You can see how many points you get for those mistakes. I'm looking to see your pride in your work. How neat is it? It should be neat and organized, just like the examples that we saw. And I'm looking to see that you finished all 3 activities before moving on to the next option. Now, if you finish your interactive notebook early, you can turn it in and play this pirate game. However, you can't play it until all 3 notebook activities are done. Remember, that's part of your criteria for success in today's lesson. So let's take a look at the game. Remember, this link is also on our Blackboard page. Okay, let's see our game. Ahoy, matey! Do you want to find the hidden treasure chest? You will need a talking parrot, a monkey, a larger ship, a cannon, a map, a crew. You can get each of them by earning enough points. Click here to start the treasure hunt. Okay, let's see. Ooh, 20 times 300. So I know 2 times 3 is 6. And I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I need 3 zeros. So I'm going to click 6,000. Yes, we got it right. So we earned a talking parrot. Okay, let's look at our next question. 4 times 3 is 12. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So let's see. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 120,000. So we earned a monkey. Fun. Okay, let's try one more. 5 times 2 is 10. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100,000. Let's see. Yes. Ooh, so we earned our bigger ship. And that's how you play the fun pirate game. As you're working today, you can always look back at this video if you have any questions or talk to me in person. So go ahead and get started on your notebook activities.